Hello and welcome to the CHING. Today we're going to talk about a new chapter, the 5 elements. Now, the 5 elements are, if you can see this beautiful diagram, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These are the 5 basic elements of the CHING. And you can see sort of like the different arrows pointing different ways. So these inside, sort of like grayer arrows, represents the idea of restraint, the restraint of each other of the elements. And these outer arrows represent the generation of each other of these 5 elements. And so we can start with the generation from wood. Wood generates fire. This is pretty easy, right? Because when you sort of rub 2 pieces of wood together, you create the friction, which then causes a fire. Fire generates earth. When you burn fire, when you sort of light wood or paper, then you have ashes. And this ash is dirt or earth. And so this is why fire generates earth. Earth then generates metal. Why? Because we dig in the earth to find precious metals or iron or whatever we need. We don't dig anywhere else, we dig in the earth. Then metal generates water. Why is this? Because when we reach the melting points of metals, they become liquid. And you can think of liquid as water. Water then generates wood. Why? Because think of wood as a tree. If you think of wood, the first picture that comes in your mind is either a lumber or a tree. So you can think of it as a tree. Then you have to sort of give the tree water and other nutrients in order for it to grow fully. And this is why water generates wood. Now we can see the inside, which is the restraint relationships between each of the 5 elements. Starting with wood again. And then you should form sort of like a star shape. You can see over here. Okay, we start with wood. Wood restrains earth. Why is that? It's because the wood, the tree, uses its roots to hold the earth together. During a flood, the tree holds the earth together so that the earth doesn't get swept away by the flood. And now since we're cutting down all the trees for lumber, the earth isn't as holding together as like before. So it's sort of loose soil, like sand. That's why when the flood comes, it's not really water recolored, it's more dirt colored. And then we have earth, which restrains water. Why is this? It's because we usually pile up earth to make dams, which then prevent water from overflowing. And then water restrains fire. Water can restrain any type of fire except chemical fires. And then fire restrains metals. Because when we use fire to heat up metals, which then sort of give the energy for the particles inside to move around more frequently. And this is why fire restrains metal. And metal restrains wood. Why is this? Because usually we need a metal, something made of metal, or an axe or something made of metal to cut down wood or lumber, or a chainsaw. Then we can look at the outlying little Chinese characters. These Chinese characters will tell us the season and the direction of the relationships of them with the 5 elements. So wood again, it is facing eastern direction and is spring. It has the season of spring. And as we've talked before, this way, when you look up, it's south. When you look down, it's north. When you look to the left, we have east. When we look to the right, we have west. This is because the chi and the position are different, which is why all the directions are different, are the opposites of before. And we have fire. Fire is summer, and it's facing the direction of the south. We have earth, which is the intermediate season. In the ancient days, Chinese people had this intermediate period between summer and autumn. This is what earth is. Then we have metal, which is west, and is also the season fall or autumn. Then we have water, which is pointing north. It has the winter. It has the season, winter. Alright, that's about finished with this diagram. We'll look at another diagram, which will help us understand the connection between 5 elements and the 5 inner organs and the 5 emotions. You can see here's metal, wood, water, earth, and fire. So we can start with metal with the 5 inner organs. So metal, as a 5 inner organ, is the lungs. It's connected to the lungs. Wood is connected to the liver. Then we have water, which is connected to the kidney. Then fire, which is connected to the heart. Then we have earth, which is connected to the spleen. Now we can move on to the 5 emotions. Metal is connected with courage. Then we have wood, which is connected to the soul. Water, which is connected to ambition. And then we have fire, which is connected to the deity. And then we have earth, which is connected to will. So these are some basic facts about the 5 elements. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.